Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the lovely Pacific Northwest. In that little town of Belfair, Washington. Yes, I call it Hickville, USA, and today was definitely a Hickville, USA type of day out in Belfair. It just, it's a typical fall Pacific Northwest day, meaning it's pouring down rain. And just people being pokey and everything else in little old Belfair, Washington is great. I absolutely love it. You see people out here walking around, no umbrellas. No, we just wear raincoats in the Pacific Northwest, especially in Belfair. So I love it. Most people you see around here, you see them in like Carhartt style jackets and beanies and all that stuff. So when I was coming home, I was looking around and it was like, yes, I love Hickville. I love it. I love it. I love it. So welcome to my channel, everybody. This is my October 2025's Paper Pumpkin alternative video number 7. And hopefully you hear it in my voice because I am just loving making Christmas cards. It delights me. It lifts my spirits. It is so wonderful. And thank you to everybody who has reached out and said they want to join the Christmas card exchange, which is absolutely fabulous. I am so excited because now I get to create, yes, a card just for the Christmas card exchange. Haven't figured out what that is yet, but I'm going to be working on that myself. So thank you to everybody. If there is still time, if you would like to participate, you just need to let me know. The deadline is going to be October 11th on Veterans Day. And then you have a deadline to mail out your 5 cards to 5 other people who are participating. That will be December. Let me look at my calendar because I did write it down, y'all. I did. So let's see. December 5th is a mail out day. That way it gives you time to make the card. So if you would like to participate, let me know in the email. If I already have your address because you're on my mailing address, that's fabulous. But if I don't, I will send you my email link. Actually, just because I don't do links and stuff like that. I will send you my email address and you can send me your physical address. So that being said, let's get into the cozy Christmas paper pumpkin kit. Now, to me, they were very retro is a word we could use. But plain, this one especially, they need some help. You got to admit, they need a little bit of help, just a wee bit, right? But we have 9 envelopes that have printing on the flap and the front and back, nothing on the inside. This Joy, I've showed you how you could use this in a different way. I still have so many ideas. If you can hear it in my voice, I just like, let me create, let me just play a while longer. This tree looks better, I think, if either you stamp or create something on this piece of ephemera or put it on some colored DSP. It makes the tree just pop more. It looks more festive. The Christmas bauble, that I have to work on because I'm not sure how I can truly either use the pieces separately or make them interesting in another way. So I'm still like working my mind around that. So you could make a total of 9 cards, 3 of each design. This QR code here would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed, the visual of everything that comes in the kit. Right here it says contain supplies for 9 cards and 9 envelopes. Down here it lists those coordinating colors. And of course in videos 1 through 5 I share with you everything that comes in the kit. After that we just kind of mosey along like Mr. Hank. So this one down here would lead you to how to purchase the Abundant Joy dies. It's a set of 6 dies. They will coordinate with October, November, and December's paper pumpkin kit. But feel free to use them for anything and everything you want because I really love my add-on dies. They're handy, they're dandy. I keep them right up here on my desk. The more they make, the more I might have to find another place. But for right now, they're handy and dandy. The stamps. Love this Merry Christmas. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love the Joy from the add-on dies. So we have Joy, To the World, Deck the Halls, this star, in these 3. Which, not my favorite things, but but they go with the kit completely. So this card, I'm probably going to put up 2 videos for today, 7 and 8, because this one is just using bits and pieces left over from video number 6, right? So I had enough pieces on my 6x6 to die cut 2 of this tree die, and that is from the dies that I got at the thrift store for $2.75. I'm using this old embossing folder that I got at a thrift store because it's only one I got that's got boughs and branches and pine cones, and it kind of is reminiscent of this DSP. But I do want to share with you, I did tell you in video number 6 that you could use a large circle, and that's basically what we're doing, is creating a large focal point with this tree die. So I want to show you that I got 1 tree on this 6x6, and this is paper that Phyllis had just sent me. And so it did give me 2 trees. So maybe you have a large tree die that you could do something similar to this, or do a large circle, a large square. We're just creating a large focal point with Christmas DSP for this type of layout. So we have a white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And yes, I did prep work. Layer number 1 is 4 1/4 by 5.5, and we have our white envelope. Now I also had this little scrap piece, and this happens to be 1.5 by 5.5. Yes. And we are going to use this on this scrap piece, literally scrap piece of Kraft. This is 2.5 by 5.5. So it needs to go like this. Layer number 1, layer number 2, layer number 3. Then we have layers number 4 is the Christmas tree. Layer number 5 is the joy. And then I have 8 inches of this ruffled red ribbon. Any red ribbon would work. Maybe some of you got this real red in garden green. I got this on on the clearance rack sometime after last year. This was in the catalog. Maybe you have this in your stash and could use that. So this card should be fairly quick here. We are going to put this one and this one together, and then take this ribbon and wrap it around the side and have a red strip going down. You don't, to do this layout, you don't actually have to have this. You could do a small piece. Oh, I'm trying to see if I have to share with you how to do that. So I'm looking for tear tape. That's what I'm looking for. Give me some tear tape. I just want to, this is embossed, and I'm not doing anything to it. I'm not going over it or anything. It happens to be as it is. So I'm just going to put 2 pieces of tear tape down the sides because of all the nooks and crannies in here. This will help it be glued down faster and stay down, I think. At least that's my idea. And by the way, guys, I have to thank you. I appreciate you watching my videos. I know I don't have I'm looking for the pokey tool while I'm saying this. I know I don't have a fancy video setup. I just use my little old phone here. I do prefer it being that simple. I did once buy one of these cameras that does picture-in-picture, and you got to use a program, and you got to do this and that. And guys, that's not what I want to do. I want to spend my time creating. I don't want to spend my time figuring that out, though my hubby did try. I did not like it, and that's because it just wasn't for me. But I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, knowing that I am very low tech here in my stamp room. Very, very low tech. And y'all don't seem to mind. So I really, really, really appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you for still watching. I know there's some fancier videos out there, but I really appreciate that you guys don't mind that I'm going to continue doing it my way. It was never about, for me, my channel's never about, you know, selling a whole bunch of stuff or anything like that. It's always been about sharing what I love to do so much, something that I get so much joy from. And I couldn't imagine that I actually had missed this interaction so much until I actually started doing this channel. I mean, I missed the interaction of sharing my creations with my mother. And I didn't know that when I first started. I didn't know that I was missing that. And I sure found out, and boy, has it been wonderful, the reception I have got. So thank you all so much for that. I can't thank you enough, because the joy I feel just in doing that is so immense. So because this is roughly, I could just glue it down, but I thought this, we're really good. I'm going to step it up. You could glue it down, but I am going to use some of these dimensionals, and we're going to raise this panel as well. So I'm going to have the tree raised, this raised, just going for it, right? Beautiful DSP, and this DSP is some I got at the thrift store. I got to remember what the name of it was here. It's something specialty. Joy. Let's see. At least it was in this package. And it was stamped Joyful. 12 by 12 designer series paper. Shaded spruce and cherry cobbler. There's something else in there, because there's that wood grain. And I don't happen to think that's in here. Or it would say gold. But that was in the package. So to whoever got rid of it, thank you. Because I certainly am using it. So let's go ahead and see if I can get these off. That's a negative Ghost Rider, right? Nope, 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 nope. Got to do it the hard way. Because these are those old dimensionals I got at the thrift store too. And the backs are really, I wouldn't say sticky. They're just more difficult to remove than the newer ones. I'll show you. These have, back when Stampin' Up had blue on the back of their packaging. So I don't know how many years old they are. I mean, they still work. They just are a pill to get the backing off. Normally, you can push your finger in and it'll pop part of the sides off of these things, but that doesn't work on these. And I'm almost through my last little bit of them, so bear with me as I continue to use what I have on hand. Yes, I have the newer ones, but I want to get these used up. Even if I struggle on camera to remove the backings like I am now. So I know that I want this about right here. There is a line there. I mean, you could just simply do that. Put a strip of DSP here. Let me see if there's a little bit. See, like we have this, a little bit of colored DSP. I don't have a punch, but I'm just going to give you an idea. You could probably, if you did something small like this, you could probably get away with like Deck the Halls or something. But you could put, I would do maybe a bigger piece, but a piece of DSP here, and then do the sentiment like Joy would fit on that. Maybe a little greenery to boot, but I would have that a little bigger. So if you don't have a tree, there are options. You could do a circle. Would be a focal point with some DSP. So just an idea. So my tree is gonna kind of be, I want this, oh, it's gonna, I should have scooted over a little bit more. I really wanted that lined up, but that's all right. We're gonna put that about right there. Oh, please just come off the back. Yes. Nope. It does not want to, cooperate. It's being stanky winky. Let's put it down and just do it like that. So my little tree here. I didn't want to remove these backings before the video because I was afraid it would get stuck down to something. Which it could, like if I dropped this on the floor, it would, yeah, that would be terrible. Dog hair on the floor, dirt from my shoes. one of those things. So we're just going to put our tree, making sure it fits. We'll do it halfway, so it's halfway there. There we go. There's my tree, and there's my joy. Now, we do have room to do 1, 2, and 3 bits for. I'm starting to think those need like a little, like, all right, those were sticking down. This needs a little bit of glue. Hopefully this glue wants to work. The Y is not getting any glue on it. It's a bit cold, it's wet, it's rainy, it's absolutely beautiful. The rain is what makes this state glorious come spring and summer. So give me the rain, bring it on. It doesn't bother me at all. I think we'll do joy down here. So I'm going to add a little bit to the Y just to stick that down. All right, so now for the bling. What do we use for the bling? Very simple card. Do I use those? Oh, what about the red from the kit? If I can find it here. Yes, I think we'll use some red sequins from this kit. We're going to do one large one down at the bottom. And then one here. I'm going to do 2 little ones. One. And yes, I know they have that horrible red star for a tree. I don't want any of that near this. So there we have it. So that's the front of our card. Real simple, not anything too fancy dancy here. Simple, sweet little card. And we can take some red Wink Estella and do the joy. So it sparkles and it shines because it's Christmas time. All right. And we need to stamp for, we haven't done any stamping at all. Not one little ounce of stamping. Kind of crazy, right? So we're going to do my envelope like I did the last one, which was like this. And this is using the Evergreen Elegance stamp set, this branch piece. I'm going to be using that quite a bit, I think, with this kit. And we want the shaded spruce, which is right here. Open sesame. I'm going to stamp in the center first. Then I'm going to stamp off to the side. To the side. And I'm going to stamp in the front. Now, stamp off and then stamp there. And do I want, I'm trying to think if I want any more of the shaded spruce. We'll just leave it open for now. And then we're going to stamp our real red. We're going to do Deck the Halls. We're going to do Deck the Halls. Why not? Deck the Halls for the envelope. And let's stamp the inside of the card. Now that one, we are going to stamp the great big Merry Christmas from this kit. So no extra stamp sets except the Evergreen Elegance branch. Your favorite greenery. I was thinking maybe we'll stamp a little bit of those branches going down the side. Yeah, this is going to be a go-to for this kit, those branches. So there you have it. Let me move the shaded spruce so nothing gets, you know, messed up. So we have our Joy, Merry Christmas, and Deck the Halls on our envelope. So I hope you guys like this one. Just using up what was available on my desk, some pieces here to create this one. Oh, next, I have an idea. I just got to figure it out, and then I can do the next video as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I do hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.